I promise you, no one is looking at you and going, that guy's racist. Okay, you can, I promise. That's why I fuck with you, Kyle, because we can have opposing opinions and we can fucking just talk about things.
And you know what it is? Like, your opposing opinions isn't coming out of hatred. Like, if there's someone else that said that, I'll be like, what the fuck do you mean, nigga? But like, you are genuine in how you say the thing, and you're also willing to say, "Oh, I guess, yeah, you're right." But there's some people. Hey, everybody, I'm Kyle.
I'm Ian, and thanks for tuning into the Wild Fools podcast.
Did you say wild or wise?
Oh shit, I did say wild.
I be hearing that.
Do I say wild?
Like, maybe it's also in my head because, like, I started saying wild because I'm going off of what you're saying.
Dude, I think I do say wild because there's this podcast I listen to called Wild Times Podcast.
Oh.
I be saying fucking wild. Damn. Okay.
I was like, oh, I'm in my head.
I think I have because I've even spelled it out like that. I remember I was like typing in the email for one of our accounts. Yeah. And I was like wild fools at, and I was like, why is this not working? And I was like, oh no, it's wise, not wild.
Yeah.
Wild fools would be good too. We're wild fools. Yeah.
Hey, it works. And it's hard to really pick up because it took me like a bunch of these sessions because I was like, maybe, nah, probably not. Yeah. And then I was like, wait, I'm not going crazy.
No, I definitely probably said that. I'm not gonna lie. I probably definitely said that. Yeah. Damn. Well,
hey,
you live and you learn, huh? You live and you learn. I think I might be a little dyslexic.
Wait, how does that work with dyslexia?
I don't know. I'm just trying to find a root cause. And that would play into me being awful at spelling too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the best at spelling either. You know, I'd be using text-to-speech, right?
Yeah.
Bro, like, I don't know if I look dumb as hell in the middle of the day. Bro, sometimes I just be speaking on my phone.
Like in public?
In public. Because, like, bro, I have so many messages that I need to send out.
Right.
That texting just gives me anxiety. Like, I'm just like, bro, I can't do this. So just text-to-speech.
Would it take that much longer to do the texting?
Bro, when you're texting back and forth a bunch of stuff.
Do you send voice memos or text to speech? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Text to speech, but I'm now
or speech to text.
Yeah, I'm now. Or speech to text. Yeah, but now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should do voice memos.
Honestly, probably.
But the only problem
then you
with
can't.
That
they
is
don't
you can't
save.
track it.
Yeah,
and
maybe
that's the thing. Because sometimes I'm like, hey, yo, I told you this at this time.
Right.
I don't want. I need a history of it, right?
Yeah. Smart.
And if I'm saying a bunch of stuff at once, like it's just so much easier.
I'm just gonna start doing that. Yeah. I think the big thing too is I'm just lazy as fuck, so I never proofread. Like I'll just be texting hella fast, and I won't proofread what I read before I send it, and I'll just click send.
Yeah, I never proofread
ever,
and because of that, my texting was trash.
Well, that's mine. But right now it's fucking awful,
good
dude.
Because I'm just speaking it, right? So the only time I ever, mess up is if it picked something up.
Shit, maybe I'll just start doing that.
Bro, I'm telling you,
I think I'm gonna start doing that.
You know what's funny? I have
any way not to learn.
Hey, bro, technology is gonna make us stupid.
For sure.
But I have a coworker, or he's not even he's my boss. Yeah. He uses like I used to see it. I like this guy's old.
What was
he uses the speech to text because like older people.
Right. They like chicken peck.
Yeah. It'll be like forever.
Yeah.
But then later I was like, why am I laughing? Like this kind of convenient.
It's efficiency.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh shoot, let me try this. And bro, I haven't turned around ever since.
All right, I think I'm gonna start doing that because I'm sick and tired of being like, yeah, my bad. My bad. Or sending that little fucking, like you'll do like the asterisks and then the little arrow going up. Well, I guess you can edit it now.
Now you can edit.
Yeah.
Depending on if they have the update and whatnot.
That's true.
Or if their text message is blue.
So they got to have an iPhone.
Yeah.
You can't edit it on.
Nowadays, like everyone has an iPhone.
You know what I have noticed though? They do the read receipts on non-iPhones now.
Crazy.
Did they go through? I heard they went through a lawsuit because of that shit. That's the reason why they changed that. They were doing like some. They got sued over like inclusivity or some shit like that. Like kind of like I don't know this 100%, but it's like a monopoly over their thing. And they're like,
do the people who have Androids, are they able to see if you read their stuff?
I think so. Because even when me and Jeremy,
what if you have it turned off?
I don't know. That's a
Can
good.
you turn it off?
You can turn it off for iPhone.
Yeah, I have had the last time I had.
I
Android
don't know.
Was in a high school.
Well, because like when me and Jeremy are texting now,
yeah,
it will show read delivered, and before it never did.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
yeah, no, I have a couple people that have Androids, and I noticed it. I was like, wow, interesting.
Oh, so you're saying that they might have seen all the times you read their shit and didn't reply?
Because sometimes like, bro, I'm so like paralyzed. Bro, I'm not even kidding. I have hundreds of messages coming onto my phone every damn day, right?
Really?
And it's just so daunting that like I don't even want to look at it anymore. You know,
you should get a business phone.
Yeah, I think
Why
that
do
would
you?
help.
That would help a lot because
Yeah,
then it's like
help.
separated. So when you're on yours, you're not like overwhelmed by the whole like, oh, it's right there. So you could just grab a whole new phone.
Yeah,
and just
honestly, I mean, I probably should. And I've been trying to find an excuse to get a new phone.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, because I still have the 13. I've had it for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one to get a new phone every year.
No.
Yeah.
Like I told you, I had the 8. I got the 14 when it was kind of new, but I had the 8 before that. Mm-hmm. So it was like what? That
was a huge update.
Yeah, like 6 phones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally was like, holy shit, this is like a fucking alien phone in my hand when I was playing with it.
Yeah, and I'm not sure we talked about this, but that's honestly the smartest.
Why do you need a new phone each year?
And not only that, like their innovation is not innovation.
I feel like we did have this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about, because I remember I was like, oh, they changed one lens, and so now it's a whole new phone. It's like, no, that's dumb.
It's not.
That's dumb.
It's not worth it at all. Like, think about PlayStation. How often do they come out with a new console?
Yeah.
You know?
And when they do, it's a substantial upgrade to a new, like, it's like a new device.
Yeah,
it's like you have to completely different. Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't recommend buying a new iPhone.
Well, that is called fucking, not monopoly, but just buy more shit.
I love when you buy unnecessary stuff. And you got to think about it, bro. The craziest thing I ever seen was, and like, I respect everyone's financial circumstances, right?
Right.
Like, bro, everybody's been broke before.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this guy. He was in I think it's gotta be like 19 something Toyota Corolla. Like, it was pretty beat up, right? And
hey, Toyotas run forever though.
They run forever, bro. My first car was a Toyota.
They're so good.
No, I stand by Toyota. And if you know anything about Africans, bro, they will live and die behind a Toyota.
I feel like everyone understands a good vehicle. Anyway, keep going. My bad.
Yeah. Tell me why this guy gets out of his car. I think he was door dashing or something, and he has the AirPods, right? Those are like $500 plus at the time. And I'm just thinking, bro, your headphones cost more than your car.
That's crazy.
Like,
priorities
are insane.
I know. I don't understand the materialistic, like, look at me, I have nice stuff. I don't understand that. I've never been a person like that ever. Like, I don't know. Like, my girl has to like literally convince me to get new nice shit.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm just like, I just don't need it. Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
I shop infrequently. Like, I shop maybe 2 times a year.
Like, actually,
right. You know, and then like I'm done. But saying that I'm going to go shopping on the weekends to get stuff, it never happens. Unless
it has like purpose or value.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But those things are usually more expensive as well. So it's it kind of balances out. You know what I mean? But it's not usually not materialistic things.
Yeah, but for the longest part though, like, I think I am a big proponent and believer of delayed gratification.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was actually talking to my mom about this other day, and I was telling her, like, yeah, man, like, if you, like, you know how we talk about you need money to make money.
Yeah.
You can't make money without money. So I understood that when I was in college. So I was saving money like crazy, like, to the point where I was kind of also being cheap, you know?
But that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think there's a difference between being cheap and being frugal. You know what I mean? And I feel like frugal has like a bad like rap, but frugal is basically like
I feel like cheap has a bad rap. Frugal is like the synonym that's a little bit more positive.
I guess, but like I feel like it's kind of like in today's understanding of like not understanding, but today's like people, the way people think, like flashy, I got money, like flaunt it, fake it till you make it, blah 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 blah. The frugal way could be looked at as kind of like it's obviously the right smart thing to do, but I feel like it can be looked at like not weak. I'm spacing on the right word. You know what I'm saying?
Like you're saying that people look at like lame.
Yes, there we go. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, you're dumb. Like, why? You know what?
Laymatic, you know, like, oh, that guy.
Yeah.
I get that, bro, and like, I agree. Like, and at the end of the day, like, bro, if you genuinely don't care what other people think,
right,
then you're chilling,
dude. You're way up in life. You're way up in life, dude.
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't have to prove myself. Don't get me wrong. Like, you want to have nice stuff occasionally and all that stuff. But, like, I have never been willing to put myself in a disadvantageous predicament for the sake of looking good
exactly,
and looking cool, you know?
Yeah.
And so because of that, like, bro, I was able to save bands, like, just purely, like, buying what I need. Like, I'm not out here starving and not depriving myself of a cup of coffee.
It's like it's frugal. It's not cheap. Like cheap people will like seal like a leak in the ceiling and just put duct tape over it. Yeah, a frugal person is gonna have money saved to fix it so it doesn't cause more damage. Yeah, like there's a difference. You know what I mean? I think that's a big distinction.
Yeah, and like you need to, you know, not going overboard. I think to me, like, yeah, to be honest, like it wasn't even cheap. It was just not going overboard and not living beyond my means.
Right, exactly.
But nowadays,
so, intelligent spending, what everyone should do. Right,
financially conservative.
Right. That's fine. Yeah.
Nowadays, I think that if you don't live beyond your means, you're seen as that guy lame, that guy broke. Like,
right. Well, I think it's the whole social media, like because everyone portrays their best attributes, their best, like, you know what I mean. They're like, I'm popping, everything's great. Look at me, da 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 da, and it's like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not real life. Like, everyone's not living like that. You're not living like that 100% of the time. Yeah, you know what I mean?
And to be honest, like, that delayed gratification was probably the best thing that ever happened because, like, I was able to, like, have a rainy day fund, and then, like, when you have something called compounding growth, like, when you have a little bit, it can turn into a lot real quick, right? But I think the thing is, when you have something saved, then you can afford to jump onto opportunities, right? Because there's been opportunities. Like, I remember the first time that there's opportunities, like, where like, oh shoot, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, was during COVID and the stock market crashed. And like, at the time I didn't have hella bands, but I still had some, and I was like, oh shoot, like, I can actually capitalize off of buy all these stocks because there ain't no way that they're not gonna get bailed out, right?
God damn, I wish I had that mindset. What? Okay, but you had that mindset forever though, right? Since like high school. Like, what turned your mind into thinking like that? You know what I mean? Bro,
I've always been delusional. Like, I've always been like delusional in the idea that, like, bro, I'm gonna get rich. Like, since I was a kid, I had a logo that I created called Kenfac Enterprises.
That's sick.
And I just always told people, like, yeah, man, eventually I'm gonna corner every aspect of anything. So if your kids need a diaper, we have a store for that.
That's sick.
If you need insurance, we have that. Like,
so you're just mapping out, like, just being a billionaire.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
BBC. But, like, I mean, just in slow, steady pace, you know?
Right. Of course.
Shit. Like, I have to realize, like, I used to be like, oh, I want to get rich quick. And every turn I took to figure out how to get rich quick, it was like, you're either gonna go to jail or you're gonna go to jail, or, you know,
or get fucking scammed,
killed or whatever, you know. So I realized, like, oh shit, this thing's gonna have to take some time, right? And ever since I realized it took time, I do what you said, like, put your head down and grind, you know, because I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be here for a minute, and I realized, like, bro, like, if you think about it, 7 years ago, looking back at it, you might be like, oh, 7 years? I don't got time. I need to get rich quicker. Right. But like 7 years later, if you're still in the same spot, you're like, oh shit, I could have been grinding.
Right.
So I just, like, whatever it takes. And then And another thing I realized, because again, compound growth, as soon as you climb up to a certain threshold, it just keeps like snowballing.
Right.
You can't even stop it. You can't even control it.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, what the hell? Like, so I think that, bro, delayed gratification, I will die on that hill. Man.
I think that has a lot to do. I don't know what it is, but like momentum in life is a real thing. Like even if you look at fighters, like they're on a fucking win streak, they're going crazy. Their momentum's exactly like, and I feel like that happens in so many other aspects in life.
And bro,
why is that? I don't understand.
And the momentum, as soon as it gets halted, for example, a fighter, right? Then they start going on losing streak.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like, damn, man. Like, there's got to be something. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe you have to ask one of those people that say, I'm spiritual.
That's true.
They might have the answer. I don't know what that is, but it's just something that happens. And it's a phenomenon that presents itself in so many different aspects of life, you know? And just like, damn, shit.
I feel like a lot of people have that like idea of like, oh, I want to get rich. Well, because like when I was a kid, like my whole thing was like, I want to make money playing sports. Like that's always been my thing. Like I want to make a living off playing sports. It doesn't matter what it's doing. Like I just know I'm gonna make money off playing sports.
Well,
like,
you've picked the right thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's like, but like, I'm trying to figure out like, so in your ideology of like I want to get rich, you like, but you had the money, like knowledge and education, I guess I'm trying to say to like, I like, you know what I mean?
My approach was business.
Yes.
Business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like a lot of kids when they're younger, they're like, oh, I want to be rich. I want to do things. You know what I mean? But like, what drove you? So were you doing like your own research and stuff like that on how like to get into stock markets? Like I didn't even understand what the stock market was until like I started learning about like crypto and stuff like that. Like what drove you to want to engage in that, like that field? You know what I mean? Like, cause like you weren't just like, oh, I want to be rich. You're like, I know the steps and the things I need to do to become rich. Yeah. You know what I mean? So what drove you to think about those things at a young age?
I feel like in terms of like business, because I've never thought of any other way to make money other than business, right? Like I never really saw like a career path that would get me rich other than me having a business. And I think it's because like there's, I think in my not culture, but like in my country, there's a specific tribe, and they're like businessmen, and that people say that, oh, that's in their blood.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think that's what it is.
Right.
I think that's literally what it is, because I have family members that also do business and stuff like that, and I think like something about business is fun. It's a game. It's a competition, not like a personal competition. Because like I've never looked at somebody and saying, oh, shoot, he's getting up there quicker than I am. Let me try to hurry. But like you set yourself a goal, right? You're like, I want this type of net worth by this point in life, and then you attain that goal, and you're like, damn, I did it. Then do the next one.
So you've actually reached those, like you've said. I think that's good too, and a big distinction we got to make is like realistic goals that you can achieve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that's a thing, because like, and I was talking to my aunt the other, like it was a long time ago after I graduated high school, and I think that's what she helped me understand, because I graduated high school, and like she was saying congrats, and people were saying congrats, and like I was like, I mean, yeah, it's cool, but like it's high school,
right.
Like anyone should graduate high school, right? And that's what I was thinking in that point of view. But at the end of the day, she was telling me that like, yes, that is true, but you have to celebrate all the little wins. It's still an accomplishment, right? It's still some progress that you've made. So, and within that, like you merited X, Y, Z. Like you have to celebrate those. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm waiting for the big thing," because I was waiting to graduate college. Right. And that's true. And same thing in business world. Like if you're trying to make a 6-figure business, and in the first year you make half of that, you shouldn't beat yourself up, right? Because you made half of that, because realistically speaking,
that's still insane.
That's not only still insane, but that should have been like the goal to set. You don't want to look at the finish line as the win. You want to look at the little between steps, climbing as a dub. Yeah. So I just like business is fun, man. Like, and it doesn't feel like work, right? I never feel miserable. I feel like, oh shit, like let me set this up.
Well, because you're your own boss, you work on your time, and it's like that's sick, dude.
Yeah,
that's really sick.
And I like the ones where you kind of get to socialize with people,
right?
And just like it teaches you so many skills. It's actually crazy. What are your thoughts on going to business school? Because
I mean, I think they can teach you the statistical in and outs on how to run a business successfully in a percentage of how like people have already done it. You know what I mean? Like meaning like if you go, they can give you a blueprint of successful strategies that you can like try to put into your own way to do about it, right? But I feel like it can't teach you the charisma, the drive, the discipline to actually scale your own business and do what you got to do. I think that has to come from, you know what I mean? I feel like if you go to business school, and this is not everybody, this is my opinion. If you go to business school, in my opinion, you are kind of like steering your way to a management role under a boss of someone that created the business.
Usually how it works.
You know what I mean? And so, but I feel like those entrepreneurs, the guys that like start businesses and run businesses at the top, they start from, it's just who they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And hot take, I feel like going to like the preliminary stages of business school, because there's multiple different levels of business school, right? There's MBA.
Right.
I think the preliminary stages is like taking or majoring in communication. And by that, I mean like, if your intent is to major in communication because you have a specific path, then maybe that's the best path for you. But I wouldn't say that anybody needs to major in communication to achieve X, Y, Z, right? And I think that's the same thing with business. Like, unless you're trying to go work for JP Morgan and all those places, maybe you might need that degree. Otherwise, like if you're just trying to start a business for yourself, no reason why you should go to school and get a bachelor's in business, because I guarantee you that most of the stuff you learn won't necessarily, it's almost, I don't want to say common sense, but like it's low-key common sense.
Yeah, but I feel like, I'm not saying, but I don't want to discourage anyone that wants to be a business owner to not go and learn, because I feel like it can give you a jump up in understanding on how like the way the accounting works, how you should actually like,
dude, that's the thing.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? That's a specific trade in itself.
Right.
Like,
but if you go into it and then you learn that stuff, instead of just starting out from scratch and not understanding it and potentially falling behind in that aspect, you already have a jump up like, oh, I know how to run that. Never mind.
But accounting is its own, like, dare I say, kind of like discipline major. Like, you don't do that in business. So that's why I'm saying, like, a lot of people who actually do business recommend doing accounting.
So what is business?
Business,
like who? What do you? Because I did business, but it was only for like 2 semesters before I switched my major. So I don't know.
I'm assuming that in business they would take like preliminary economic classes, like micro and macro economics, that help you understand like.
I have a story about that. I have a story. Remind me about that.
Okay, for sure. Going. And so they help them understand like how supply demand works, price elasticity, why you would price this and all that stuff. And I took those classes actually for fun because I thought that they're interesting, and they are interesting. And learning, you know, the curves and stuff, but they're also a little intuitive. Like you kind of understand price elasticity depends on how many people are in the market, how much in demand is it like an essential good, like all that stuff is like low-key common sense. Yeah. You know, now the in-depth when you're talking about a business economic, when you're talking on like a global front, and when you're trying to make strategic decisions, maybe like
scaling your business
experience would help, right? But just to get started, I don't think you need that. And what you do need though is accounting, because a lot of people fail because they're not good at accounting, keeping their books up to date, all of that. So I think accounting is probably more impactful in business when you're doing business than getting a degree in business itself. Yeah.
Well, like we said, we're not trying to discourage anyone from going. I'm just like, obviously you don't need it, but I still think could help you potentially, like get a step forward.
And like if you're trying to work
and connections,
like if you're not trying to start your own business, then by all means you need to go to business school, especially if you're trying to go work for these huge hedge funds and the banks and all that stuff. Right. That's what they eat up, you know.
I promise you, no one is looking at you and going, "That guy's racist." Okay, you're good. I promise. You can't. You can.
Do you know the saying that black people can't be racist? What are your thoughts on that?
I've heard that, and I don't think it's. I think they can't be racist. No, they can definitely. Everybody can be racist, dude.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody can be racist. I was thinking, like, for the first part, I was thinking about against white people because there's no like.
There's an imbalance of power,
right? But again, just saying that, that's racist.
Yeah, well, no,
you know
there is an imbalance of power.
But just saying that, by saying that right there, you were saying that there's an imbalance of power because one person is above the other person.
No, it's
you know what I mean.
No, but like that's because it is.
It's so crazy though.
No. When we talk about power, I'm not talking about like morally and ethically, like your right to supremacy. No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about like a society that's formed where they have the upper hand, they can control everything, right? And so they control the law, the government, everything. So they do have, like, they're the one that make the oppression possible. So that's what I mean by the balance of power. Wait. Whereas, like, let's say that white people decide that black people are free, they're free. Let's say they decide that black people aren't free, like at least in the past, right? They're enslaved. But black people can't just decide that, oh, I'm going to do this to you and it's going to impact you financially, in like physically or anything like that. I think that's the imbalance of power that they're talking about. And to an extent, I agree that, like you can't be racist in where you will impact the outcome of their future, but you still can be racist. But
do you still think that's possible? Do you still think that's possible today for like a white person being racist to impact the person's future, like the black person that they're being racist against future?
Of course, yeah.
How is that? How is it still possible for them to do that, but not vice versa? It's
possible today because did you not see the FBI is gonna love this one?
Which one? Which one?
You know,
which one?
All of them. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, all like the racism is still ongoing and still affecting black people as we speak.
Okay.
Like we talked about the property taxes.
Right.
Where do you live? Where's your school? Like that is all racism. Yeah, but Billy's not gonna call me.
But what I'm saying, but what about like so say? But what I'm trying to distinguish is the fact of like the implication of saying that a white person being racist to a black person is inherently worse.
Like
you know what I mean?
Individual citizens,
right?
It doesn't make a difference, right? Like they're just individual people.
Okay.
Like if
right.
I'm trying to use the example of
but then I don't think like when you scale out like that and you look at like a society and you look at like say because you're basically talking about like a government, right? You're talking about the government, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but
which
now
are made up of people.
I understand that, but nowadays they're not primarily. Actually, I don't know this for a fact, but I can hope and I can assume that the people being in these places are not inherently 100% just white people. So instead of it being,
they are. For example, in the Senate, was it the Senate where the Democratic, Republican representatives only had like one black person? You know, like it is
in all government though. People making decisions
in all government. It's 95, if not more, % white.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And the thing is, if the people who don't identify with you are in the position of power, they won't be thinking about you. Right. Especially that's a phenomenon in literally black pregnancies. You know that black women die more often as a result of neglect from the physician, simply due to the fact that they're not taken seriously and they're neglected.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a big problem and it's a huge difference, right? And it's all preventable. But it's just that they're not taken seriously.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know that.
So that's why I'm trying to say that, like, it can have an impact. And that's why they're saying that, like, I think the right thing to say is everyone can be racist, but if a system is racist towards a particular group, it will be more impactful than if, like, they could be hurt. And maybe still impose more sanctions.
Okay, but what I really wanted to get at, right, was, well, I was hoping it was my facts were better, but the thing I wanted to get at was, when does it turn from like a race to race racism and then just to classism? Like, when does it become the hierarchy is suppressing the people below it, instead of it being like, oh, the white guy is the problem, right?
Yeah.
When does it become, okay, no, there's not a lot, they're no longer just white guys doing this shit. It's the hierarchy that these people above are suppressing the people below.
And that's funny.
That's what I'm trying to, like, you know what I mean? And you're gonna be like, all the higher ups are white guys.
I was seeing this video of ICE deporting, bro. This one was sad. He was deporting, I think he was Afghanistani. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but he was a translator for the U.S. military, and he was given asylum and promised citizenship after his service. Hence why he was here.
Right.
Now he's being deported,
even though he
back
was
into Afghanistan, where he is guaranteed to be
die.
Killed. Right. And you know who was hauling him and talking bad to him? It was an ICE agent that was black.
No way,
bro. It's like, like even when, like, people,
but that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's no longer. I truly feel like it's no. Okay, yes, everyday racism happens.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's no longer like the white man's holding you down.
He's the boss.
You know what I mean?
He's giving them the orders, and this is the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you not remember that?
Right.
Do you not remember that? Like, even in the Navy,
right,
when black people served during the World War, they did not have the same rights.
Oh, dude, I heard some terrible shit about Vietnam.
When it came to swimming,
dude,
there was White's Day and then there was Colored's Day. So imagine, bro. And then only when they came back, they still didn't have rights. So it's like, bro, what am I serving?
Okay,
you know? So that's what I'm trying to say. Just because they're in the system doesn't necessarily mean that they have a voice or they care it about.
I don't think you can say, like, the army and a political figure are the same whatsoever. Meaning, like, if there's a non-white person in a political power, you know what I mean? That's a completely different thing than being in the army.
Well,
100%.
Well, yes,
because you're just because it changes from a pawn.
He's just another agent. He's a pawn. Like, I don't think that a lot of them are. I have to say so. Here, I click this button.
Right.
They are working for somebody, and then the thing is, most recently, we're seeing that, like,
I feel like, because that's why I was trying to get to the whole, like, classism thing. Like, it's the fucking, because, like, I guarantee I'm hated just as much as fucking any other, like, a white person from a low class is hated just as much equally to a black person from a low class.
They see you as, like, they would call me a poor black and black. They would just call you a poor white, you know?
But that's what I'm saying. I think they don't, like, they would just generalize it and just be like,
oh, those are poor
animals.
People. Yeah, those are
animals.
Poor people.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying.
I agree with you on that one.
Okay. Well, we're gonna cut this out, so instead it look like they get fucking.
Well, we could keep this part in because, like, and then cut the other one.
Okay.
Because I mean, this fits in just like.
All right.
That,
okay. So Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I fuck with you, Kyle, because we can have opposing opinions and we can fucking just talk about things.
And you know what it is? Like, your opposing opinions isn't coming out of hatred. Like, if there's someone else that said that, I'll be like, what the fuck do you mean, nigga? But, like, you are genuine in how you say the thing.
Right.
And you're also willing to say, oh, I guess, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But there's some people that hate black people so much that they'll be blatantly racist and then just pretend, like, you pull your hair out because they're like, oh, shoot. Like,
they're just gaslighting you. Like, that's not racist. Right? That's not racist. That's not racist.
And then you can have a conversation with them and they're stuck in their ways, right?
Right.
Like, I'm willing to listen. I'm willing.
Well, I think the biggest thing too is being open to different ideas.
Yeah.
And even if you have, because that's if you're solidified in an opinion or an ideology, like solidified, won't move.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so fucking ignorant, and you can't grow.
Yeah,
you can't grow whatsoever. And
can't.
it can be with anything. Like,
Yeah.
this is like, say like a football player, like even like the fucking like, this is my favorite football player of all time. He's the best ever. And it's like, well, this other guy, he has better stats. He has this. It's like, no, fuck that. He's the best ever. It's like you're being stubborn and ignorant. That might be your favorite player, but that's not like, I don't know.
Yeah, and people, I guess it's attachment. You feel, I think human beings desire identity.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Once they fall behind something, they don't want to lose that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, what's wrong with evolving instead of being stuck in one mindset?
Again, but that's the thing too. Like, people are stuck in their, even like their values. People are stuck in their values.
You know, they say that if you haven't tried a specific food by the age of 30, you probably wouldn't.
You won't like it.
You probably won't try it. Like, you won't go out of your way to do it because, like, you haven't been adventurous. Like, it's 30 something. Yeah, you haven't been adventurous enough to be willing to do that. And like, how many older people do you see trying? Like, for example, like old heads, right? Do you think they're gonna go to Vietnamese and get some pho? You know, like, if
that's a good point. I don't think so. They never had before.
Yeah. So it's crazy because like you have to be willing to try things. Right. You're stuck in the ways. Like, there's this saying. I think it's in every culture that they're too old, they'll never change.
Like you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yeah, that's like the saying.
Shoot. Yeah, white people with dogs. Like, damn.
The great analogies, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, bro. Damn. We all the same. We just have a different way of saying
shit.
Yeah. No, like, really, old people never change. So the only way to address that is one. Hey, nothing better than a melting pot, because, like, if you think about it, everyone coming together and expressing their ideas.
Have you ever gone camping?
I did when I was, I think it was elementary school, and it was like a school camp, field trip,
like overnight
to Sky Ranch.
Overnight,
yeah, but it was log cabins.
Oh, so you cabined?
That's what it's called.
Like, have you ever slept in a tent?
Nah,
never. Would
you
be open to sleeping in a tent?
I would be, because I like nature and adventure. I like adventure.
Okay.
But it's just that it's such a foreign thing to me that I'm just like, bruh.
Dude, camping is so fun. It's literally so fun because it's literally like not even because you can look at the whole like sleeping in a tent as part of the experience. Because you're immersing yourself in nature.
Yeah, I feel like when I was a kid, I did love to build forts.
Dude, that's basically camping because there's a lot of people that go like we call it glamping, meaning like they're going camping, but they got all the bells and whistles.
Coach told me about that. He did.
They have like the big old fucking trailer RV that they can like sleep in and stuff like that, and have all the nice stuff, and they have running water and stuff like that. That's like I would call glamping. But like camping itself, like when you decide I'm going to pitch a tent, I'm going to make a fire, I'm going to cook my food over the fire, I'm going to like, I don't know if you're camping next to a lake, I'm going to go swim, come back. Dude, it is so fun and just peaceful, relaxing. Nature,
being a true Amazonian.
Yeah.
Honestly, I like that kind of stuff, right? I like just nature and being out and about. But I can imagine that camping for some people isn't pleasant just due to the fact that, like, they might enjoy being out in nature and going on a hike, but they wouldn't enjoy being the animal living in the nature, you know, and having to shit in a random place, having to do all this stuff, you know, like that one. I think that's why I think maybe some people don't camp, because like, why would I?
What if you went to a campground with a bathroom?
Maybe that's pretty good.
They have campgrounds with like bathrooms and showers.
That's a better one.
Like legit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might not mess with camping because they're like, why am I devolving? You know? Like, why am I going back and avoiding my survival instincts and going where there's a bear who can Having to make a fire around my tent so bears don't bother me.
Bro, it's so fun. I can't even express.
I can imagine it's fun. It's a thrill.
And then you just drink beer, bro. Or like it's fucking great, dude.
Bro, are they really camping if you bring manufactured beer? You better.
I gotta make my own. I gotta go find some berries and let them ferment.
If you don't potentially die from alcoholic poisoning,
And I tried to do. Me and my buddies tried to make wine when we were in high school. Not great. It was fucking disgusting. It was basically just grape juice, and then we just added yeast, and then we just like tried to make like a
bacteria grow and stuff.
Kind of like yeah. And it was fucking. I can't remember if we drank. I think we tried it. I don't think we drank it because it was fucking so bad, bro.
I would have tried it and see if you got drunk.
But it was to the point of like that can make us sick. Like it was bad. Like,
bro, as kids, you do dumb stuff,
dude.
Right?
Such dumb stuff,
bro.
Man.
That's so crazy. The only time I had ever smoked was not even actual smoke. It was. I think at the time, like we were kids. I was probably like 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled up. Maybe I seen like people because back in the early 2000s, I think people were still smoking, right? Especially
dude,
in Cameroon.
Literally up until they still smoke, but like I feel like vapes didn't really kick off till like 2013, 14.
Yeah, but it's less socially acceptable now, right? Like vapes
way
are
less.
now the new thing,
which is crazy. We're supposed to be the generation that stopped smoking, and then we just started vaping.
But yeah, in Cameroon, crazy. I think probably 5 as dumb bad kids. We thought we were cool. We literally rolled up a piece of white printer paper.
I've done that same shit. Yeah.
And thought you were smoking, bro. Yeah. Like, bro, that like as a kid, I don't know. You just do some dumb stuff.
Bro, I did that same shit. We fucking smoked coffee. We were so stupid. We were so dumb. And we put coffee in like one of the like a printer paper. I used Scotch tape and taped it, and then we fucking we were just in my backyard just fucking puffing on this thing, like just so dumb, bro. Same day I snorted. Same day I snorted cinnamon and lost my taste, bro.
Wait,
swear to God.
What did you think that was? Or was
cinnamon?
It a dare?
No, it was just like. Yeah, kind of like a dare, like, oh, I'm just going to try it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you,
yo,
like,
you had
crazy.
Like, damn, y'all way above and beyond.
But we were,
yo,
I guess I can say.
How old were y'all?
Fucking 10, 11 maybe?
Damn.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know. I won't speak for all my friends. I was definitely more like...
riskier.
Yeah, like I did a lot of dumb shit.
But I would
not. I mean?
Nah, dude. At no age would I snort cinnamon.
Dude, I lost my taste for like a while. I remember thinking, I was like, I hope my taste comes back. Like I couldn't taste anything. Whoa. I don't know how or
Maybe
why.
That's why you love food so much now.
Maybe. Well, I was a fat kid. I was a fat kid then, so maybe fucking.
You're probably depressed. You couldn't taste food.
Yeah, fact. I was like, damn.
Hey, wait. I have the fix.
What?
If you want to go on a diet, food just can't be good, right? So lose your taste, snort some cinnamon.
Oh yeah,
lose your taste.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna market that.
And then food will be bland.
I'm gonna market that. I'll be like, hey, if you just wanna,
bro, you know how they were pushing Ozempic?
Bro, they still are.
Bro, yeah, they still are. I get ads for it. I'm like, bro, what the hell?
Yeah,
like, aren't pharmaceuticals supposed to be like?
It's a diabetic. It's a diabetic. What, dude? That's where the money's at.
Like, why are you,
know what I mean?
trying to get people on something that they might not even need?
Right.
Like, you think I need Ozempic? Like, bro, that's crazy. It's
dude,
like,
have you seen that thing about Ozempic face? Have you seen that?
Is there such a thing?
There's like I don't know if it's real. It's like called Ozempic face theory, where basically all the people that take Ozempic like end up having the same like just like loose skin, like kind of smiley face, like kind of like dead behind the eyes. It's interesting. I don't know.
It could be that, like, because when you lose weight at a rapid pace.
Oh yeah.
You start getting loose skin.
Right.
It could be.
That's fair.
But I'm just like, bro, you shouldn't peddle medication. You should. That's what happens.
America's the only
opioid epidemic.
Literally, America's one of the only countries that allows like private pharmaceutical like commercials like on TV and shit like that.
That's
like it doesn't happen other places. Yeah. Like here it does though.
Ask your doctor about, like, my doctor
should
know about you if you're that good.
Yeah. My doctor should be. You understand? You have the mindset of these these billionaires, like that's what when they always talk about like the billionaires, and they talk about them, they always talk about like this mindset of like you have that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
And I just hope that it gets me somewhere.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like you share that. Like I told you, we literally talked about it last podcast, or where I'm just like, bro, if I'm making $1 million a year, I'm chilling. I'm done.
About the mindset of
I'm done.
Wanting to keep on going.
Yeah, like I don't like I feel like I would reach a certain point and be like, I can live my life how I want to live with zero stress. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I don't like if you know what I mean. Like I would not want or need.
No, and the thing is, this is the thing though. Like it might not necessarily be just the money, because best believe if I have 100 million, I'd be satisfied.
Yeah.
But it's just the idea of, I can do a potential next big project, right? And the project,
do it for the love of the game.
Yeah, for the love of the game.
Yeah.
And
you should just start doing fucking non-for-profits like you've been doing.
Yeah,
bro.
and the byproduct of that is more money, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe if I accumulate wealth to a certain degree that I'm okay with, I might still be getting more because I still want to do new things. Or maybe I should just do nonprofit like you said.
Right.
And be like,
just help people.
Yeah, you still make the project huge.
Yeah, and you can still make money off nonprofits. You know what I mean?
Like not only can you still make it huge, but then you can say, I accomplished this, I made it impact. Because at the end of the day, impact is maybe what I'm going for, right? Like, I was able to scale this business.
Do you think you want your name remembered? Is that a part of your ideology? Like, do you want your name remembered?
I think that I want to have more so my family set. I think that matters more to me.
Okay.
Like, I feel like that's also like a byproduct, right? If you dominate a particular sector with, like, for example, I realized, even within like tech, there's a bunch of like tech nerds and there's celebrities in there, you know? Like, like when you were talking about like the CEO of a specific company like Apple, my friend, he took me to an Apple company event, right? And they were talking about, I got to meet Tim Cook. Like they were talking about it like this guy's a celebrity. I'm like, I guess he is to them.
Because it's the same thing like a sector. Like if you're not an A-list celebrity, like movie star, you know what I mean, or like super crazy famous athlete. Yeah. You're only famous in your stratosphere. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like obviously your stratosphere can be have a bunch of people. Yeah. But like it's everything has that though. Yeah, and like, everything has that though.
Oh shoot. Like even in jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
They're like people who love jiu-jitsu, they're like, I got to meet this particular guy. And I'm like, I guess I love the sport, but I don't follow the play athletes, right? Yeah. So I'm just like, okay. Cool. But like I'm realizing that maybe I have my own thing where like if I met this guy, I'd be like, oh my God.
Exactly.
But like, I wonder who that would be. I think it's Francis Ngannou.
You think?
I always watched him fight.
I mean, that's basically like a very inspiring story, bro. Yeah. His story is fucking crazy, bro. Yeah. And like, you're from the same place. That's amazing.
Definitely, because he's also the reason why I got into this.
Well, then there you go. Yeah,
when I saw him defend his belt and beat Cyril Gane, I was like, I want to do that.
Bro, just imagine how many people he inspired. Yeah. Like, think about that. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, bro, that's awesome. Why so many people in Africa are starting to take up MMA, and it's going to be a
dude, fuck, dude. Sight. It's gonna be wild, man. It's
gonna be so much
especially
harder.
when they get facts. Especially when they get like a UFC PI over there and like, dude,
that'd be bad,
dude. For
Give
real,
them some resources.
Exactly.
Bro, I always say that the reason why Africa has not won a World Cup is the lack of resources.
Well, then they always just go to different teams around the world.
Yeah, and then they just divide their talent.
Yeah.
And it's also corruption because you don't have to be the best player if you want to play on the national team.
Really?
You just have to have the right connection. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they extort you. Like, let's say you're a great European player, like you're from Cameroon, you play in Europe professionally, at even the top league, right?
Right.
And you want to come represent your country in the World Cup, they'd be like, how much money can you give us? For me to play for y'all? What do you mean, you know?
That's
like, bro, corruption ruins everything.
That's crazy.
Corruption ruins everything. It's so messed up, man. What? Like, imagine you wanting to represent your country.
Right.
And being asked to pay, otherwise they put some no-name person in your spot.
That's crazy,
bro.
Well, because they know they can, and they know they probably, if they really wanted that enough, they will.
And then not only that, because then like that person might pay for that spot,
right,
so that he can get exposed to the world.
Right.
So it's like, bro, they and these coaches, when poverty does that to you, bro, because like you're no longer thinking about the benefit of the sport, of the community, of the country. You're thinking about what can you do for me.
Right.
So it happens a lot, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, it's bad. Like they're saying where like you cannot start a business back home without going there. Otherwise, everyone would steal from you.
Fuck.
And it'll go bust. And it happens all the time.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I have an uncle who started a business back in Cameroon, and he had told me that like every time like he bought the land, he hired people to like cave it, like do the work, lay the land and whatnot, and he had to do it like 3 times because he paid them and they just never showed up for the work. they scammed him, and these people don't even think long term. Like and there's another thing. Why don't you just steal a little bit so that the business can still work, and so you can continue to steal over time? But they don't think long term. They're just for the now. So they just steal everything. The business goes broke, and then now they have nothing. So it's like, bro, that's a mental corruption. That's a result of the government corruption, because everyone steals, everyone takes. No one, like, at least in the U.S., everyone steals, but they leave some for progress. And that's the thing.
It's like embezzlement instead of just fucking complete, utter robbery.
And it's more sophisticated. I think like corruption in the U.S. is so sophisticated in the sense that like, oh, we have this project, we overbilled by this amount, and like they cook the books and like no one ever knows.
Right.
But in Cameroon, like corruption is so blatant. It's like there's even a Nigerian president that said, he was probably on the Senate or part of the ministry, right? He said, corruption is not good. It's only good when I'm involved.
You showed me that video. Fuck,
what
man.
are you doing,
Dad?
And then, the Nigerian president slogan is, "It's my turn." What do you mean it's your turn?
That's insane.
He's been saying that everyone got to eat. I want to eat now.
It's like my turn to corrupt this country.
Yeah, steal the money, bro. It's bad, bro. And like it's so obvious, and like everyone knows that. Oh, when they give them the money, like it's a known thing that the richest people, like in America, are not politicians,
right?
Although a lot of them are, right?
Right.
They're not meant to be. They're supposed to be civil servants, right?
Yeah, but politicians are bought and sold by the people with the money.
Yeah, but in Cameroon, it's completely opposite. As soon as you say your family or somebody works in the government, they automatically assume that you have money, because like they are the ones that have all the money.
That's
right?
crazy.
If you tell somebody, "Oh, I have my own business," they wouldn't think that you're rich, because like it's not the businessmen that are like swimming.
It's the government.
It's the government, and they're getting it directly. They're taking most of it and then giving peanuts to everyone else. So it's kind of crazy, man. It's just like disheartening, and then it messes up the mentality of the entire population. Right. Where now they're not even being productive; they're just miserable and stealing at every chance to get. That's why you have to be there if you open a business, because they'll just steal, not thinking long term. Because that's not even a possibility in their head. So
fuck,
up, bro.
Dude, I don't. Fuck. How do you fix that? Like, what are the steps? I'm not saying to come up with a solution, but I'm saying,
I think it's just get all the Europeans out, because like the Europeans are the ones keeping these corrupt politicians in power. Like they're the one making sure that like.
Are they getting a piece of the pie then?
Of course, yeah. Like I told you that in our currency isn't even printed by us. It's printed by France.
Oh, that's
right. A small village in France. And so is a multitude of other African countries,
right?
West African countries specifically, that are French speaking. So they're still involved with isn't the money the lifeline of a nation? How is our money printed by another nation? It's not because we don't have the resources to make our own. Like that's not that's where we're living in the 21st century.
Right.
It's because they control us. They get to pick how much money to give us. Bro, I went to Cameroon and I saw this long plantation, miles long, of a banana as we were driving, and I'm like, oh wow, that's really cool. Who owns that? It's like, oh, the French. Bro, what do you mean they own everything?
Damn.
Bro, that's crazy.
Damn.
That's actually crazy. And like countries like Burkina Faso are like saying we've had enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they actually have a president that is like hardcore.
Right.
Like they took over. Like I think they had a coup. He controls the military, because I realized that whoever controls the country controls the military. And now he controls the military, and like he at first he got quotes.
So he's saying let's take back what's ours.
Yeah, well,
right?
Yeah,
towards his country.
Yeah. Well, not even that, but he's just sick of the corruption that keeps killing everyday people.
Right.
You know, we have more than enough food for no one to be starving, but the corruption is making it so that that's never happening. Right. So he's basically like, let's take back what's ours, kick these. But the thing is, the difference between them and let's say like melting pot thing is like,
you know where I was going with that. Okay.
Those people that he's kicking out are the cancer. They're stealing all our resources. They're taking it for their own and enriching them, because I told you, bro, look how small these European countries are. Like, how much resources do they really have? Right. If the French didn't control Haiti forever, bro, Haiti was paying for their freedom up until like a few years ago. Right. That's crazy. Yeah. And then the Haitians just decided to say, we're not doing this anymore. Imagine in the 21st century, they own Cameroon, Senegal. They own any French-speaking country that's in Africa. Right. And it's just like, bro, that's crazy. No wonder they're so rich. Because all those countries have specific resources. Oh, my aunt told us.
I'm pretty sure Africa is like one of the most like rich in resources, right? Like continent.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Nigeria has its own oil. We have enough oil because we only have 20 million people.
The whole country or the whole continent or in Nigeria?
Country.
Okay. I was like, holy fuck. Okay.
Oh, Nigeria is a different story. Nigeria, bro, they have.
I thought you were talking about the whole continent.
Plus million of people, and they're not a big ass country. So imagine that many people in one country. But for Cameroon, we max 30 mil, right? Right. And we have enough resources to be self-sustaining. But bro, tell me why my aunt was telling me, like, we were driving through the street, there was these big, like, we grow these crazy nice trees that are used for a specific type of expensive cabinetry. Right. She told me that, like, instead of using those, I have no idea, bro. I don't do the carpentry stuff, you know? Yeah. But she said that they export that to Europe, and they actually get stuff imported that rots quick. It looks nice on the outside, but like on the inside, it's rotting. And it's
so they're exporting the good resources and then
bring us some shitty stuff. And then, like, bro, if you look at everything, it's just like, bro, they said that we have more than enough oil to sustain ourselves. Yeah. But like, we're not in control of that.
That's like, and I'm not trying to be like fucking whatever, but I'm saying like, that's like the I guess the story behind like the whole like Wakanda thing, where it's like if they were just like they were self-sufficient and then just boom, just blew up because they were just like, we have all the resources, we have everything we need, we have education, we have this, and then boom, it's like a super advanced society. You know what I mean? And it's just like kind of like, I feel like that was like, if things were fixed, I feel like Africa could be just a fucking
superpower.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Because I tell you, man, the people there are so brilliant. Like, there's like, you know that every Nigerian that comes here, most black doctors are Nigerian, right? And they make up a huge, like, there's a bunch of CEOs that are Nigerian. Like, it just goes to show that when they have the opportunity, they excel. Right. And that's not just Nigerians, that's Africans in general, right? And it's like, because people want to say that, Africans are just inferior. And some people trying to believe that black people have a smaller brain, like some crazy stuff, that they're dumb and whatnot. And I'm like, bro, like, the people are not controlled, are controlled by the government. And if the government has not their best interests at heart, there's nothing for them. I told you, most people in Cameroon have college degrees,
right,
and they either don't have a job or they're driving a taxi,
right,
or they're just depressed as hell.
right.
Like it's just like
They just need an opportunity.
yeah, they just need an opportunity,
right.
bro. And that's why I'm like, damn, bro. It's
Holy
actually kinda
shit,
crazy,
dude.
bro. Damn, you live in a different world.
Bro, that's why I enjoy talking to you about things, is because not only like obviously it's good to see another side of things, and I truly believe that, but it's like you can articulate and actually have a conversation, zero emotions, just saying how things are.
Yeah.
And I can be like, oh shit. Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
because I've never, dude, and I'm not, I don't think I'm alone in the fact, if there's someone listening to this that grew up the same way I grew up, I promise you, they have no idea about things.
Really?
I promise you, dude. It's literally just like, I've just never thought about it in that way before, ever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I
man.
mean? Yeah. And so it's just like, wow. No, it makes sense. And I think it takes somebody to actually have an understanding to be like open to change, to be able to have the conversations. You know what I mean? But I promise you, like when I talk to you, I'm actually like you, like honestly, a lot of the times too, when we have these conversations, like you are explaining things about the world because you've traveled, you're from a different continent. You know what I mean? Like
I think that's what helps.
I agree too. Wait, what do you mean?
That I've been to a different continent, like where I've
Right.
lived in Africa.
Right.
I'm seeing
Right.
the completely different culture. And then when I come here, I was also cultural shocked when I got here. But I realized that, oh shit, like we have similarities amongst us despite the vast differences.
Right.
You know, I feel like you not being foreign,
Yeah.
you are familiar with your culture.
Right.
And
Exactly.
that's the thing about Americans too,
Right.
though. Because that's all they know. Most Americans, America's all they know. Because like everyone wants to come to America.
Right, you're right. Okay.
So like you might not be exposed to their experiences.
Yeah.
But
like I learned more. I'm not kidding you. Since we started doing this podcast, I've learned more about the world than I ever knew before. I promise you.
Fuck.
Like seriously, like when we talk about things, I'm like, holy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like obviously in America and that kind of stuff, I'm like well versed.
Yeah.
But like outside of that and like understanding the way people think, understanding, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like I never wanted to. I just never had the opportunity to think or have it explained to me from a different perspective. You know what I mean? And it's just like, wow.
The thing is, you've also might not have had exposure, right? Because I don't think that like we just talked about America being a melting pot, right?
Right.
I don't necessarily think you have to travel to understand.
Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, like even like California in general, this is not normal, like melting. Like, dude, California is a melting pot in America.
In its own.
Right. But it like super diverse. Bro. I'm telling you, when I grew up,
San Jose is majority Asian.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Dude, I'll tell a funny story. And it's about, what's funny to me about like Anthony, about Anthony, Ant, you know what I mean? We're watching a UFC fight. And there was a Ant Doe. And we were watching a UFC fight at Jeremy's or whatever. And there was, I think, a Taiwanese guy and a no. I think it was a Chinese guy and then a Thai. I don't even know how to say a Thai guy, right? Yeah. And bro, and they're fighting whatever like that, and someone asked that wasn't paying attention to the fight. They go, "Oh, who's winning?" And I go, "Oh, the Asian guy." You know what I mean? Because I was talking about the Chinese guy. Because when I think Asian, I think like Chinese. You know what I mean? And I go, "Oh, this was like early on when I first started, like when I moved here." And I go, "Oh, the Asian guy," and he kind of looked at me like, "What?" And then Ant goes, "You know, they're both Asian, right?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Dude, they're both Asian." And I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, oh shit, man. And then I was like, "Anthony, I hope you don't mistake my ignorance for racism, bro. Like, my bad, brother." And then so I was like,
and that's what I'm telling you.
100%.
It's coming from a pure place.
Right.
And not just like,
right.
Oh, the Asian, you know?
I guess that is a big distinction.
Yeah, you're just like, you're like, oh, you don't know that. Oh, shoot, like, yeah. And
so I guess I can definitely just say like, but ignorance I feel like is a bad stipulation, because if someone of like that I grew up with, or someone watches this and they go like, "Oh, we're ignorant," They might be like, well, I'm not fucking ignorant.
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
Connotation
exactly.
To it, you know?
So I think it's just like
ignorant is a real thing.
I know, but
everyone has it.
I know, but I'm saying I'm trying to think of a different way to express it because it could be turned off as like you know what I mean?
Unfamiliar with the game.
Yes, exactly. I'm just unfamiliar with this, bro. Like this is new information. I don't, but you know what I mean, though. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the bottom line, what I'm trying to say, the bottom line, what I'm trying to say, like for real, is that like I have been learning as we're doing these podcasts, and it's kind of cool. I do enjoy it. No, you know what I mean?
It's pleasant. Like, bro, even if there's 5 people that end up watching this,
I know.
It was still a good conversation.
No, it really was. But anyway, I'm taking personally, I can take stuff away from it because it doesn't end here. I'll be driving home and then I'll be like, I'll be thinking about shit like, oh, that is a different perspective. Fuck, you know what I mean?
But you know what's crazy? People refuse.
That's what I'm saying too.
To want to do that. It's
right.
So you just want to harbor. You're like
they
don't want to be. They don't want it.
Yeah. That's what I think ignorance is. I think that's well, I guess that's stubbornness. But like in my head,
stubbornness is just like dirty.
But you know what I'm saying. But like that's what when I think of ignorance, that's what I think of. Like a closed-minded, stuck in your. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's. And to be honest, like thinking about it, like there would be people that like think like me, I guess, or like how I thought before, you know what I mean? Where they could be like, they just take offense to the fact that their ideology isn't accepted. You know what I mean? It's just like because it's all a team thing. It's a team thing. And you know what's
crazy is no one is forcing you to accept everything,
right? Right.
It's like, for example, if you notice that, these people do this, and you're like, I kind of like that. I'll adopt that. And you're like, I don't know if I would do that, and I won't do that. You know, you can pick what you want to practice. Like, it's not an all or nothing thing. You know? Right. That's why I think I like about other cultures. Like, you can learn about it, be like, oh, wow, that's a great thing, and go with it. Or if it's not yours, don't do it.
I know. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. No, you're definitely right when you say like Americans, like true American. I guess not true Americans. People that grew up by old traditional American values that don't understand the outside world. Definitely, I feel like we're just like enclosed in America. So that's all we think about. We don't ever like. It's like you're not in America. Who cares? Like you're doing something over there. I don't care. This is America. Like this is what we think. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
No, it
like
really
for real.
Is. And it's like gets you thinking for real.
No, it does. It does.
It's like, dang. So I guess the moral of the story is make a bunch of different race friends.
Facts.
Learn about them.
Yeah. Because, for real.
I learned a couple things from our boss.
No, for sure.
Because like 100% with Indian culture, right?
Right.
And I like, oh shoot. Okay, that's Raja means king.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Because you can come off as rude or you can come off as like just not hateful. Like I guess you could by just not understanding things from another culture.
People would not give you the benefit of the doubt. Like like I would never, if you ever said anything that I took offense to, I wouldn't automatically assume like, oh, this guy's trying to be offensive, because like you've expressed your. But
again, I've like. I think it's too like if a random person did it, like if we know each other, like we're boys, you know what I mean? So it's like
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
But if it was a stranger that you don't know,
just I don't think to be honest though, I don't think I've had crazy standpoints where there's like
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Like common sense.
Exactly. So it's like I don't feel like any of the topics that we've like discussed about or debated about we're like
sometimes it's like all right.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Plus I feel like the gym has created this like this vacuum of just melting pot of people, but like to the most crazy extent that we can't even express. Like that group chat, you know what I mean?
That's just what you get when you get a bunch of degenerate guys together.
That's facts.
Same.
All
BS.
from different backgrounds, ethnicity wise.
No,
you know what I mean?
Offended by nothing.
Zero.
You know,
Zero, bro. And it's just like it's so funny, man. I think it's so funny.
It's
all right. If you were still watching, thank you very much. You've made it through a interesting episode. Please like.
It was pretty fun.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. I enjoyed it.
I hope you did too.
Yeah. Please like, please subscribe, and leave a comment. Say anything. Anything.
Literally.
Literally anything. All right.
All right, peace.
See ya.